I'm naturally an observer. I like to watch what's going on around me, and I always want to help. I always think I should help. In this past May, I may have taken it a little bit too far. To give you some context and set the scene, our story is going to take place between 40th and Pine Lake and 32nd and Pine Lake. And there's like a pond in between there. If you're not a Lincoln native, it doesn't matter. Just picture like a 300-yard strip of road with a pond at the end of it. So I'm driving to school one morning. I'm on the phone with my friend Sapphire, who's in the front row. Hey, buddy. And we're just talking about life. I'm driving uphill, up towards Hacienda Real, and I'm in the far right lane. And in the left lane, there's a car that stopped, even though the traffic light is green. I thought, well, that's weird, but not uncommon. And as I drive up a little closer, I notice that there is a woman in the passenger side with her arm out the window going like this. And there are crows that are swooping down into the road. Again, not uncommon. I thought maybe there was some roadkill, right? But as I inch up a little further, I see that there are 3 full-grown geese and 5 little baby goslings, right? And not the ones with feathers yet. They're still like soft, the little soft ones. And they're trying to get across all 4 lanes of traffic. And every time they go this way, those crows swoop down and send them back that way. Every time they go that way, the crows swoop back down and send them back that way, and they cannot get across the road. So I said to Sapphire, hold on a second. I got to get out and save some geese. Put my car in park, get out of the car, start walking towards them, and the lady in the car next to me says, ma'am, be careful. They're geese. They'll attack you. I said, ma'am, I got this. And I continued walking. In my head, I was thinking, I do not got this. Does anybody know how to move geese? Anybody? Okay, I'm gonna teach you, okay? So all I can think to myself is I've gotta get my hands out as far from my body as I can. Okay, let's see it. Yep, and then I do the next best thing I can think of, and I go, get. Let's hear it. Yes, okay. So I continue to get these geese all the way across all 4 lanes of traffic. I get them all the way across. They get up on the sidewalk. They're up on the grass. The cars that are parked behind our cars are honking. They're cheering. We've saved these geese. And I turn to come back to my car, and they follow me back into the road. And this is on a hill, right? If you know this area, all I can think is someone's gonna pop over that hill and they're gonna hit all 8 of these geese. So I make a split-second decision. I will get them all the way down to that pond. So we take off. Get. And I start thinking, what if somebody pops over this hill and they hit me? But fear not, folks. An SUV pulled up behind me and turned on their hazard lights. And a few minutes later, a police cruiser pulled up behind them and turned on their emergency lights. So if you can picture this, I'm getting these geese all the way down Pine Lake with an SUV with its hazard lights and a police escort with the emergency lights. Yeah. We keep going, and like I said, I measured it last night to be sure. It's 300 yards. 300 yards, 3 football fields. I'm getting these geese. I get down, things are going great, and the lady who was so worried about me getting attacked by the geese yells down, ma'am, your car, because my car was still stalled in the road. And me, being Nebraska nice, I shout back to her, can you please get in and just move it around the corner for me? And so she does. And I continue to get my geese down the road. I finally get them all the way down to the pond, and I think, well, I gotta get back to my car now. So I turn to the complete stranger in the SUV, and I say, hey, can you give me a ride back to my car? She's also Nebraska nice. She says, yeah, hop in. So she takes me back up. We find my car, relax, it was fine. And I get in and decide I probably better call Sapphire back. So I go to look for my phone. It's gone. My phone has been stolen. My phone is missing. I just did this amazing deed. I saved 8 lives. And the karma from the geese gods is that someone has stolen my phone. And I think, well, I got to drive to school now and call the cops and tell them my phone's been stolen. Put my car in reverse as I start to back out in my rear view mirror. I see the lady who'd moved my car frantically waving her arms, and in her hand, my phone. You see, she also wanted it to not get stolen, and so she decided to walk it down to me to the pond. But when she almost got there, I got in the car with a complete stranger and came all the way back up. So she ran all the way back up to deliver me my phone. And she's huffing and puffing, and she says to me, "You might want to call your friend Sapphire back. She's called about 8 times now." I said, "Okay, I'll call her back." But then my phone rings, and it's an unknown number. I answer the phone. "Hello? Is this Brandi Benson?" "Why, yes, it is." "Hey, Brandi, this is the Lincoln Police Department. Your friend Sapphire called. She said you got hit by a car and their car's been stolen." You see, all Sapphire had heard was me get out of my car screaming, get. Before it went dead silent, someone got in, said, "I don't know how to drive this thing," and ended the call. I got my phone, I got my car, we saved the geese, I went to school. Now, I would like to tell you this is an uncommon occurrence in my day-to-day, but anyone in this audience who knows me knows that stuff like this happens all the time. I always want to help, I'm always observing, I always think I need to help. But if there's anything at all I want you to take away from this story tonight, it's that if you ever find yourself in a situation where you see some geese in the road, do it with me. Get. Thank you.